Recently, I had a chance to visit with TCTV's new play-by-play announcer, David Smock. We're here on the campus of El Camino College with El Camino play-by-play announcer, David Smock. David, this past year at El Camino must have been an extremely gratifying year.
Well, really it was, because after last year's football team was 11-1, it was like, what do you do for an encore? Can you get lightning in a bottle twice? They had a lot of adversity. Devin Adair, one of the players from the 2005 squad, transferred to Tulsa University, ended up unfortunately passing away from a staph infection at age 21. And the team, to a man, dedicated the entire season in memory of Devin Adair. They went out, had a good start, stumbled a little bit, triple overtime loss to Mount Sac, kind of regrouped, changed quarterbacks, and then they kind of picked up things throughout the season, and all of a sudden, the next they're in the playoffs, 4 straight wins, and they are the #2 team in the country and also the California State champions.
Tell us all the sports that you do play-by-play for at El Camino College.
Well, we have men's and women's basketball, football, volleyball. We also do the Southern California Diving Championships, which brings together all the top Southern California community college divers throughout the area. And so really kind of a little bit of everything here.
So you not only do college sports, but also South Bay high school sports. In fact, someone said, when you think of play-by-play in the South Bay, you got to think David Smock.
Well, I've been very fortunate to work with a lot of people. I do some things up on the hill in terms of high school football with Palos Verdes High School, also doing a package with them this year with their basketball teams. Also, Redondo Union High School, the cable system over there, and they're one of the top teams in Southern California, not only their girls team, but also their boys team. And kind of in the process of doing that, you get to see all the other teams, the visiting teams, Miracosta and West Torrance and, South Torrance and Bishop Montgomery and all that. It's really a lot of fun all the way around.
Tell us the difference between college sports, play-by-play, and high school sports.
I think the biggest difference is really trying to explain to the viewer at home, who these people are. Those who do not follow, every game, day by day in the newspaper, whatever, may not necessarily know. And even at the junior college level, you're trying to explain, well, this is so-and-so from North High School, and here's so-and-so from South High. And even though they had all these battles over these years, now they're teammates together here at El Camino College.
Yeah, so you've got all these competitors coming together, and now they're playing as one unit.
Yeah,
or trying to play as one unit.
Well, actually, it's a lot of fun, too. And sometimes it works that way with the visiting team. And we've seen some teams sometimes, Gardena High School was one case, where we had 2 players on El Camino's roster from Gardena and 2 players from Gardena on the opposing team's roster.
If someone is watching, a lot of young men and women want to get into play-by-play. What advice do you have for young people wanting to do what David Smock is doing?
Well, first thing I would do is, take a tape recorder, watch a game at home, turn down the volume, practice your play-by-play. Later, take your recorder out to a Little League baseball game, a JV football game, anything like that. In school, you want to study speech, English, be a good writer, anything. A lot of programs now, a lot of schools have video programs where you can get your hands on a camera, just everything you can. And then not only just play-by-play. My first job in Billings, Montana, doing weekend sports, I was also a news reporter. So read a newspaper every day, read the sports section, read the business section, because a lot of business reporters these days, and just try to be well-rounded as much as you possibly can be.
Tell us about your relationship with TCTV.
Well, it's been a lot of fun because I get to work with a lot of professionals who not only are really great at what they do, but they enjoy doing what they do. And, for myself, not only as an announcer, I also kind of, look at things as a producer, because I've produced programs before. And the fact that you have this give and take and sit down and be creative about, camera placements and shots, or even sometimes in the editing process. The championship game in Fresno, we kind of, brought the tape back down here to TCTV and kind of thought, let's do this insert here, that insert. They have some of the top editing equipment anywhere in Southern California. It's just a lot of fun to work with a lot of fun, creative people who really enjoy what they do and are professionals all the way through.
David, we just hope you continue to keep on keeping on at TCTV and El Camino Sports, as well as South Bay Sports.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you, David Smock. Let's hear it for all the folks involved with TCTV Sports. What a great group of people. At this time, I'd like to make a brief mention that this lovely young lady back here, Harmony Tangonen, this is her last night with us at TCTV, and we wish her the very best in the future. She's a lovely lady, and you guys know, working with her and seeing her when you come in and out of the studio, she's a great lady. So let's have a nice round of applause for Harmony. We call her the harmonious one, also editing goddess extraordinaire. We're going to take a brief intermission. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Enjoy the refreshments. We've got cake and some beverages for you, so enjoy. We'll be back in 15 minutes with more of the TCTV 15th year of the award show.